Hello everyone, it's Johnny from Junk Journal Shop. It has been a long time since I've made a video, so please bear with me. And I'm going to try and make this very quick because I have a whole bunch of things to do today. But I know I've shown this live. I know a lot of people don't see the live videos or like a recorded video better. So I have one of these left, and it is a 2025 Junk Journal Planner is what I call them. Both the front and back cover and the writing board are made with the 1/8" hard masonite board. The writing board fits perfectly in the back. I leave a little bit of extra space, so it fits in there just nice. This does have a 2.5" spine for all 12 signatures to fit in. It's 5 3/4 inches wide, 8 3/4 inches tall, and this is a replica of a grungy cover that I had. This is metal and metal on the corners. There's the back. Sorry, my laser is running, and when I hear a funny noise, I just need to make sure there's no fire. What else can I tell you? It is the last one, the planner series, and probably the, since it's already the middle of January, probably the last one I'll make unless I get a special order. So let me get to it. If this video is up, it's in the Etsy shop. And as always, when they're in the Etsy shop and I've made a video, when it sells, I will write sold in the first part of the title of this video. So if you don't see it in the Etsy shop, come back and look and see if it says sold. All right, so let's get to it. Just quickly, some people will ask, well, what's a writing board for? So I'm just going to open it up so you can see the first page. Pretend this is a blank. We'll go this way. All right. So pretend this page has a pocket on it with a paper clip in it and stuff tucked in, right? And you were going to turn this page and write. It would be all bumpy and it wouldn't be a flat surface. So what you can do, you take your writing board, you just slide it under there, and now you have a nice flat surface to work on. And I always put a clip on the top, if you wanted to clip it in place so it didn't move or what have you. You can store it anywhere in the journal. If you go in between a couple of signatures and close it up, it still fits nicely. It doesn't stick out. You could take the clip off. You can flip the prongs down, if you didn't want them poking out. Like that's how I ship it, so it's not poking out. Not poking out. All right, so off we go. Gosh, like I said, it's been a minute. I did fussy cut these cute grungy tabs. I got the tabs off of Etsy, but I used Photoshop to put the months of the year. This does have a floating spine, so you can see there's nice wiggle room to it. It's not stiff. It opens up and lays flat nice. And if you peek, let me see if I can get it where you can see it down in the spine. I used old rag paper newspaper from the 20s. I put it down there in the spine. Okay, here we go. So after I go through the first signature, I'm gonna tell you about the papers in the first signature. And then after that, they're all pretty much the same with the exception, and I'll show you. So this is my nice, very nice, heavyweight printer paper that I use, and I've printed on both sides. The front and back of each signature has one of these tree images, and they're all different. So there's 24 different images. Your second signature is this yummy handmade paper. I printed on vellum, and of the 24 pages of vellum that are in here, they all have a different image. And what I love so much is, you see how you can see through it here? This page is the one that's hard to see on camera. This was a ledger that dear Tammy purchased for me that Janine had. And I took, it was a monthly ledger and it was all blank. And I took one page out of each month to correspond, you know, January through December. I'm gonna try and get it so you can see it's got the blue lines. And I had to cut it down because it was quite large, but I think it just looks, I love how you can see that through there. So that's your second page. And then I did, again, all pretty much different, some sort of messy stitching. There's some circles, some squares. There's some just have a line here or a line here. And then when you get to the middle signature, this is done on cardstock because this is your calendar on the inside. So this is what the front looks like. Coffee ring with lines. Here's your calendar. And wonderful Julie from the old design shop a few years ago, her and I were chatting. And I said, I want a calendar that I can put in the middle of the signature. But no matter what you do, you know, you're sewing through one of the boxes. I said, could you make me one? Sure enough, she did it. So these are, if you're looking for this or anything else amazing, go to the old design shop on Etsy. And if you can't find it or you need help, just send me an email and I will send you the link. My email is below. It is also junkjournalshop@yahoo.com. On the back is another grungy lined page that says noted. Messy stitching. Here's the back page of your calendar. And then there we are again with the vellum, the handmade paper. And then this side I just printed a light grunge on so that you could write on it. But I didn't do any sewing, any pockets or anything because, you know, it's a plan. And everybody might want to work in it differently. So now I'm just going to quickly, as I can, go through it so you can see the whole thing. And I used a very nice neutral fabric in the spine. I'll give you a peek at it here in just a second. See how this one I did it on the inside. And if you don't like the messy stitching, you know, cover it up with a piece of paper or some washi. There's the spine fabric. It kind of corresponds and just kind of blends in. And these pages were not tall enough. I purposely made them flush to the bottom so that you can see this. And it's, you know, it's not really a theme. It's just my normal eclectic neutral palette as I do. And see here how you can see again. So that gives you an idea. I do want to go through the whole thing. These images are also from Julie at the old design shop. And there's a couple spots like right there where my printer spit out some ink, but I was okay with that. I like it. There. Hopefully you can't hear my noisy laser in the background. I have the noise cancellation on. This year, I usually make 2 or 3 planners a year. And this year, everybody wanted planners. I made a lot of them. I'm very thankful to you guys for, isn't that gorgeous? For watching planners this year. Early August. And I didn't do any holiday stuff in there or anything. I just, left it for the owner. More messy, back to the middle. And maybe you don't want a planner. If you don't want a planner, take this page, glue it together. You could snip that off or just cover it up with something else and have little tabs. If you just like it for a journal, there you go. Then you would just have a journal. Then you just have a nice heavy-duty center page, with this glued together that you can write on. before. If you bought a planner and then realized, oh, I didn't use it, now what am I going to do with it? There you go. Just glue those signature piece together, and now you have a junk journal. Right? This one's just got the little dots, flower. That piece was missing a chunk. I think it's folded over, right? Yeah, it's folded over. Had to sneak some music in there. This one I did a double. Well, the printer spit out some ink again, but like I said, I'm okay with that. And there's the back. Like I said, I left a little extra room back here. I kind of took the signature that way just a little bit so that your writing board fit in okay. And there it is. Other than that, for those of you who haven't made it to a live recently or anything, I do have a laser engraver and cutter now. Oopsie. And this is one item that is very popular. It's cut and engraved masonite board. All right. I need to update the listing because I am including my favorite awl that does go nicely. There we go. Through this. And the way this works, this is 12 inches long. Most of the time we don't need that much room. But you take your signatures, you plop them in there, tap everything flush to here, hold it, and then I use a guide that has the dots on it. But then you can just poke your holes. Nothing wiggles around. You don't need any paper clips or binder clips. And then if you don't make a guide and you want your next signature to be exactly the same, take this out, take one page out, use it as your template, set it in there on top of the other pages and punch right through. Then all your holes will be in the exact same spot. And that's how you get the top and bottom to be flush. So this is in the Etsy shop. Whatever the price is does include the awl. I just need to update the listing. And I put these in a new box that I have and weighed them. They weigh 15.9. Oh, wait, but I didn't put this. I'm going to have to check on that. I think I can keep it under a pound, maybe, but I don't know if I had the awl. So I'll check on that. And then the other thing, I know some of you have seen that I changed, and I just wanted to show real quick. The spine guides and miter tools. I was doing them on the birchwood, and I decided I wanted to try them with the masonite board, and I like them better this way. And this is for when you're putting your spines together, like when you put your spine before when you're putting your spine and fabric and your book board together for on the first round, you put this down or put those down, and I will have a video showing just that. I promised the ladies I would make one. So anyway, those are also in the Etsy shop. So if you're interested in any of those goodies, link to the Etsy shop is in the description box. You guys have a wonderful weekend, and I'm going to go get this video uploaded. Bye, everyone.